All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. TheSnDPodcast, episode 14.
Episode 14.
How y'all doing? Y'all good? What's the vibes like, y'all? Let me know in the comments right now. Y'all straight?
Tell me what, it's around Christmas time right now?
It is.
It might be Christmas Day.
It might be Christmas
Sunday?
Day. It's
Yeah.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry
holidays.
Chrysler.
Whatever
Happy
y'all
holidays.
celebrate.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Chrysler.
But first and foremost, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for the love that y'all showing on the other podcasts. If you've ever listened to us, you dropped a like or anything like that, we do appreciate it. For a little Christmas gift, just share it. You know what I'm saying? Share the love. Send this to a friend, and then that friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, help us so we can help y'all keep dropping this content. You know what I'm saying? But how you been, bro?
I've been good. Like we were saying earlier, I just got back from a COD event. This is my second event.
Number 2.
Yeah. This one was a little bit different too because I was running a booth. So.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was kind of mixing it between like team stuff and the dugout and helping them out, and then some just like we were doing giveaway merch. We also had sign makings, which I think was fun.
That's fire.
I realized that one of our employees can draw, which I wasn't expecting, but she did say she went to art school, so kudos to her, I guess.
Jealous.
I'm not, but
wish I could draw. Can't draw worth a damn.
I be drawing sometimes, occasionally.
Sometimes.
Okay, I don't ever draw anymore. Me making my sign over the weekend was the first time I drew in like 4 months or some shit like that.
Oh, I thought you were about to say some years. 4 months.
I mean, no, like I
haven't drawn a decent stick figure in 18 years.
A stick figure, nigga, like, like fucking. That reminds me. I used to watch stick fights all the time on fucking YouTube, bro. That used to be my shit.
Stick fight was.
I even fucking made a few in fucking You remember Picto Chat, like on the Nintendo DS? I'm not. It's this fucking Flipnote. Flipnote is what it is.
Oh yeah. I remember that too.
I made a few stick fights in that, bro. I thought I was a whole animator and shit. I really thought I was Hun's Dojo. Like, I was like, I'm going on stick page.
That's fire.
So, back to the COD event, though. I enjoyed it a lot. Hanging with the players is always fire. Vibes are up this year. Like, vibes were high the whole weekend. Even, like, after, like, unfortunately, we didn't finish the way we wanted to, but, like, after a bit, vibes were back up, I feel like, anyway. Nice bounce back.
Placed third, right?
Yes.
Third.
But yeah, and I also think that people enjoyed it a lot more, which is what, like, the fans enjoyed it a lot more, it seems like, with the Pro-Am format. I saw Hunter was talking about that we should do this for all COD events. That, I mean, it's clear that this was the only Pro-Am, but I think it's interesting, especially because when you have things like us going to Game 5 with, like, LAG Academy, like, when you have things like that, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely, like, had you at the edge of your seat, but, like, at the same time, like, the pool play shit is not for the birds, low key. Like, playing on the side stations, that's not.
But as a pure spectator, that's what I love.
I mean, I get that it's like and the players were saying this too, that like it's back to the roots. It takes them back, like it's like a throwback. That's cool. I think it'll get kind of old kind of fast with doing it through the whole year. I think having it as the first event is cool, like they did last year. I think it was good of them also to make it an actual major instead of just like a throwaway event like it was. But I don't think having it like that every event is the wave, because then you're gonna have like, although it is funny because I remember there were like the Optic fans are always fucking chirping or whatever.
Right.
It's like there's no way you're chirping me. Your team didn't even make it out of pool play.
That's tough.
Like, God,
extra tough.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, as a spectator, I was watching the event like, damn, this takes me back to like the old CWL MOG events, and like, I thought it was also dope that it felt like I was always able to watch a game. I was busy during that weekend, relatively busy, but it was like anytime I checked Twitter or like checked Twitch, like it was always a stream going on. So that's kind of dope. I tuned in for a little bit and watch what's going on. And what I didn't like is Twitch had the weird sub channels instead of like actual dedicated.
Yeah, the command center shit is kind of fucking annoying. Like, I get that they like want to make it so you can watch multiple games at the same time, but like multi-Twitch has existed for so fucking long, bro. Like, we don't need the fucking command center bullshit. Because when you want to, like, when we were on Bravo, it was like trying to even link on our fucking tweets to Bravo is like,
it was bad.
Yeah, it just isn't good.
And if you're on I think it was if you're on PC, it fucks up because on mobile or whatever is fine. And so I was good for me for the most part because I was on my phone. But the one time that I was on my TV, I was like, well, I can't
It's chalk.
It's alpha.
Yeah, it's alpha or nothing, bro.
Sitting here watching. Never mind. I ain't gonna say the team, but like, God damn it, I don't want to watch these niggas play.
No, but I will say though, what I do like is that they were giving you could watch challenger teams play more often. I do like that a lot. I think we should be giving more love to the challenger scene. And I think they get shafted way too often. I know that
shafted. They be getting. I can't say it on here, bro. If I wasn't lazy, I'll really say what it is. I just don't want to go back and edit it.
No, but like, yeah.
Unless you want to edit it, then I'll say it.
Sure, go.
Niggas getting bro for like the past 2 years, hard.
I mean, yeah,
like these, bro.
But at the same time, like, I also get where like people like got a comment where I was like, okay, you don't have to spend all of Twitter complaining. Like, yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, like, let's take our wins, because if the whole challenger scene's like complaining about that this is all we got, then like, and I think it was more fans than like actual challenger players.
Right.
But which that's a whole other thing with fans.
Or low tier challengers when you're not getting nowhere.
Yeah, but I feel, at that point I still feel like you're a fan, low key.
You are. You're just there playing.
Yeah. You're a fan. You just got 4 other fans who are also fans.
Right. Like, they're just playing at the same time. Hey, let's play. Sure. You're a fan? Yeah. I'm a fan.
Shit. Maybe we'll see scump. Like, all right, bro. But yeah, I think that it's a step in the right direction. I think that the more the CDL engages the challenger scene, the better it will be for both pros and challengers. And for everyone, honestly, for viewership in general. And like I said, I think we should take our wins when we have them instead of fucking complaining on Twitter that we didn't have this, that, and the third. It's like, well, y'all been getting fucked for years, so like, be glad that you got this.
I mean, that's just the reoccurring thing with the COD scene. Like, anytime you given anything, all you do is bitch about what you don't have, and it's like, that's just like the worst way to try to grow, because all you're doing is focusing on the negatives. I mean, it's in life in general. If you focus on the negatives, either you're not gonna get more positives, or you're not gonna appreciate it to where somebody doesn't want to give you more. It's like, oh, y'all just bitching, man. Fuck it.
I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of these COD fans would not survive being Smash fans, bro. Talk about getting shafted, bro.
Oh, shit.
Fucking the Smash scene can get.
They're getting smashed.
No, they're getting smashed, bro. They in that 1 versus 50 right now.
For real.
And they're coming out forever changed.
That's tough. But no, as a semi-spectator, I'll call myself. It was cool kind of watching what was going on. I was more engaged. It sucks that, I'll always have the fan standpoint of being like, if Optic's out early, like, it changes that dynamic of the event. I feel like it was still a great event, throughout. NYSL pulled through, which is crazy to me, because I knew they had a good team. I was like, damn, like.
Okay. Respectfully, pro and buff. That's what I'm calling it.
I'm not mad at it.
They won pro and both years. It's pro and buff.
I'm not mad at that. That is true. But yeah, shout out to them. But it was a dope event to watch. I like how they did it. Hopefully they don't stray too much or too far away from this format, because if they are trying to be viewer centric, I think this is the best way to run it. They just have to tweak that command center stuff. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's the first go around, right? So like,
and it's also a new Twitch feature, so like,
yeah. So I mean, it makes sense why they were trying it. But I'm pretty sure they know, like, we need to do this, because I'm pretty sure their numbers hurt from it too. So it's like,
oh, definitely.
So they're not gonna be like, let's keep doing this. It's like, no. So
yeah. Stream going. I got the stream going out and shit. But
my boy Temp, we here.
I need to get him to sign my card, bro.
He's fire.
Temp is fire.
Shout out Legion.
Vegas Legion is doing their thing right now. People thought they were ass too, and I was like, respectfully, like, they're not like top tier, but they're mid of the pack. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like they'll be that way pretty much the whole season. I don't think that they're gonna win anything this year. No. I feel like they'll be like the team to shake shit up, shake a bracket up.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they're like top 8, top 6, like for most of the year.
Yeah, top 6. Yeah.
Top 6 is an upset. Top 8 is probably where they belong.
That's fair. Like. Okay, that's fair. They'll make events more interesting. Yeah. They'll knock your team out and be like, God damn, and Temp's talking shit across the whole entire stage.
Listen, Temp and Clay talking. There's one thing I love. Fucking Clay talking shit. I didn't like it when he was talking shit to our players. I was like, respectfully, like, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say, but
oh, shit.
When he's talking to other players, funny as fuck. Scrappy, I think it's also funny as fuck. Like, it's like, his comes off like a little like immature, but like also it's still fucking funny.
I feel like Scrappy is or Scrap. that's lame.
I forgot he changed it. Yeah,
should have left it Scrappy. But anyway, I feel like he's needed as far as that young gun who's talking a bunch of shit and just like amping everybody up, and he was backing it up for most of the tournament, so it was fine. But at the same time, it's like, little nigga, like, you're not him just yet. It's cool to pop your shit, but like when he was talking about that whole, I just need somebody to shoot back.
Yeah, that was some famous words. That was crazy.
And I'm sure he was in the moment, and he's young, so he was probably just like off of adrenaline and energy. But he definitely probably went backstage or Insight was probably like, nigga, really? Bro, like, really? Bro. You don't know about the fucking COD jinx? He got fucking mollywopped.
What are we, 3-0 them? 3-1?
Yeah, 3-1. When the crowd was like, we shot back or something like that.
Yes. No, it was when fucking Austin was on the stage. It was he shot back. He shot back. I was like, damn, bro, like, so out bad.
But he's fire. He's a good ass player. So he'll be good.
I think also like it was high because the game where he said that was against Rocker, wasn't it?
The what?
That was the Rocker. Ultra game.
Yeah,
so he's also playing against Vance and fucking Cammy. So like. It's old teammates type beat. Like you were kind of sunned under them type shit. So of course you got to talk your shit a little bit. But
yeah, no, it was a cool event to watch, and I bet being there was like 10 times better given the new format. So
yeah, and I'm always one for shit talk. That's why I like the fighting game community, bro. Because the shit talk there is elite.
Gears of War has the best trash talk pro community, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Watching them shit or watching those like events, because they're just let them go do whatever the fuck. If you're watching the streams, you're like, damn, like,
he said that?
Like those. Like Optic had one of the fiest rosters. They had I forgot my one boy's name. Explosive was a crazy, like, he talked shit, but this light skinned nigga, he like, I was like, shit, I'll never play against him, but I might have to fight. Like, at this point, you might have to die after this match.
That's why I love it with fighting games, because they'll talk shit and then they'll battle it out on the shit. Because it's like, I feel like fighting game is the closest you could get to like actually beating somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's definitely like, I'll whoop your ass at a fighting game. I'll be like, yeah, I really just whooped your ass. Like, for sure. In real life, that's what.
If you popping shit and then you hit a nigga with a mean combo, it's the same.
It's over. It's right.
It's the same exact shit.
Bro, that's why I had to stop playing Smash with some of my friends, because I was like, no, you're going to have to run the real life back, and if you keep doing me like this, bro, like, you're going to have a real life Smash tournament.
Bro, watching old, the Fight Night Champion? Mm-hmm. If you watch old niggas play that, not old niggas, but like old YouTube videos of black people playing that shit, and then like, if the nigga slips a couple, bow, 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 like, it changes. Like, them niggas are on the couch, like, standing up, like, I'm actually him, bro. Fighting, bro. Like, yeah, they need to remaster that or something, bro. That was like top tier boxing game.
I need a better fighting. I mean, that's not true. I like the fighting games that we have right now. I'm really excited for fucking Street Fighter 6. So excited for fucking Tekken 8.
Undisputed. On the way.
Like, I don't know. I do want like that nigga fighting game, bro. Like the I don't know, like fucking Def Jam back in the day. Oh, like where it has like that. Because like Street Fighter kind of scratches that itch sometimes, but like
Def Jam Fight for New York was different.
I'm saying, bro, like I need that.
That's like, respectfully, you can be any culture and play it. If you ain't no nigga playing that shit, bro, right. Like
it just doesn't hit the same.
It does not hit the same, bro. It was something about combo Method Man versus the game. You're like, what the fuck? That shit is legendary, and it sucks because there's not even like, I don't even know how they remake it, because I don't think there's a lot of notable artists that are on Def Jam anymore. They need to do like just Universal.
I mean, yeah, but like, who would you get to like the
culture of rap? Then I have everybody.
Yeah, but the culture of rap has changed so much like that.
I mean, they'll get too serious. You do them Chirac niggas, and then their special move gonna be a gun.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's just we've talked about this before.
Have fatalities.
But yeah, where we transition from like the running your one, so it's like, nah, I'm just finna fucking shoot you, nigga, type shit. Where it's like, I don't even like who gonna box that's rapping right now, like.
Yeah, I don't even.
Nobody, bro. Unless you like an old school rapper, like.
I feel like they should just put niggas in there just for shits and giggles.
I mean, they could, yeah.
It'd be funny, you know what I mean? Have like Young Thug versus fucking Gunna, just because, you know what I mean? Just because you can do.
They gonna put some Gunna in some bullshit too. His fit is gonna be different.
Yeah, that nigga's special moves gonna
fucking
be a boot.
Gunna versus Playboy Cardi.
I don't even know what that would look. nigga will turn into a bat or some shit.
Some dumb shit, bro. Like, nigga looking like Alucard from Castlevania and shit, bro. Like, ain't no way.
Nah, they gotta bring that shit back. There's also a, like I just mentioned, Undisputed. They just got their closed alpha. Or no, I think it was a invite only alpha a couple weekends ago. It's a pretty much Fight Night Champion remake by some indie developers. But apparently they did a really good job. They have like a lot of bugs to fix, but I'm excited for that because I feel like boxing is very raw.
Yeah.
And like if the control schemes are good and like the physics are good, it could feel so realistic to like if you know like you have to have the mechanics to slip a punch and if you hit a nigga with a nice right hook, oh my gosh. Like
I'm just saying, you know the fighting game's hitting when you dodging in real life
oh yeah,
and you playing the game.
You got to. And that game is so like the camera's over your shoulder, I believe, or pretty close to over your shoulder. So it feels really immersive. So like you gotta do these, bro.
Bro.
You got to.
Holy.
Immersion's top tier. You gotta have immersion.
No, you gotta have that immersion. And I can't wait. Fire soundtrack too, that shit too. Cause I will say, the soundtrack will turn me up in a fighting game.
Gotta have a fire soundtrack. There's no
turn me
ifs,
up real
ands, or
quick.
buts. I don't give a damn how great the game is.
Cause like,
I guess I mean, just listen to my own shit.
But cause a lot of games like, and people say this is criminal. Respectfully, bro, if your soundtrack don't grab me in the first 10 minutes, I'm muting that bitch and putting on my own music.
Most definitely.
Like,
most definitely.
But fighting games are the one thing where I need, like, I listen to the actual soundtrack and I need it to be good because it's gonna throw me off if it's not.
Yeah, you got to. Fighting games. Excuse me, I need an update for Skate 4 because like the soundtrack on that game has to go crazy. I don't want to listen to my own music playing that game.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go crazy with the EA. That's tough. EA is tough. Y'all ass. But y'all gotta go crazy with the soundtrack.
They are horrendous.
No, it's terrible. It is terrible.
It's crazy how.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's crazy how EA has ruined like half the games that I've been looking forward to.
I think they ruined every game that they've released.
Well, I will say they did decent with the new Need for Speed.
Is the new one good?
It's fire.
Oh shit.
The new Need for Speed is like, it's heat.
Is it on Game Pass or am I bugging?
I don't use Xbox. I don't fucking know.
No, I meant for like PC, like the PC cross-platform.
Oh, I didn't know PC Game Pass worked like that.
It's like it's a specific edition, but it came with my computer. Nonetheless, if it's on, I'm gonna have to see if it's on there because I saw it and it looked kind of cool.
Because I paid like, $70 for it.
Ooh shit!
And
I think it's on that Game Pass.
And I definitely have been on the. There are two games that I paid $70 for. Fucking the new God of War and that game. Because I'm really not fucking with this. We just go inflate the price of the game. Because I'm like, first of all, respectfully, I don't trust Haseo. Y'all be dropping bullshit. Like, and then trying to bug fix it 6 months, 8 months later. Like, oh, the game works. Fuck you. Like, I wouldn't have bought Cyberpunk if fucking Cyberpunk 20 fucking
Cyberbug.
Edge Runners didn't come out.
Oh yeah.
Like, I promise you. No Man's Sky, niggas try to tell me 2 years later they fixed the game and I'm like, bro, no, it's not happening, man.
No Man's Sky was probably the coolest concept to just look at. But even me, I was like, they are trying to partake in a lot. There's no way this is about to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they say it's done, it's not done. And even right now, if they say it's done, I don't think that shit's done still. There's no way. That game is too massive.
Yeah. And I mean, I think there's a lot of copium. People are fucking.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, they paid money. Sure, man. Like, maybe it is fixed a little. And like Cyberpunk, when I played, like, it was playable. Like, when it first dropped, it was unplayable. It was like, this is a beta.
Right.
Type beat. And it was playable, but like, still, I feel like I got fucking, Cyberpunk Edge Runners was the best ad for Cyberpunk they could have done. Because it really made me want to do that shit. But and I get it too from like a game development standpoint. Like, I understand the crunch and all of that. Like, and that sometimes you don't have the time to put into features like you feel you want to. But like, personally, I say, bro, fuck, Twitter's not a real place. Fuck niggas on Twitter, bro. They gonna buy your game anyway. Like,
see, the issue is I honestly want to say about 80% of the time it's not the developers, it's the business people over them.
But I'm saying
because people like to shit on the developers on the internet, and it's like I can't blame them when, like you said, they're being time crunched and they have to release unreleased work because the higher ups are like, we need to put this out because of whatever fucking metrics they want to meet or whatever. And then the only people who get the grunt of it all is the developers.
Yeah,
They're the ones who hear from it.
But I think the problem is that like the publishers, they don't want the backlash from delaying the game.
Mm-hmm.
But respectfully, these niggas are buying your game and it's dog shit.
Right.
So fucking push it back. Actually drop a higher product, and then maybe your reviews won't take the first 3 months, and you'll get actually more sales. But I'm not a fucking business major. That's probably not gonna. Yeah. That's probably not gonna help their bottom line or whatever the fuck. But
I feel like even from a developer standpoint, I'd be like, we'll take God of War, we'll take Ragnarok for example, which I haven't gotten around to playing.
I just booted it up for the first time yesterday.
I can't wait. I'm gonna play it over Christmas. I'm not even recording it no more. I need to immerse in this shit. But anyway, I feel like with those developers, they're not releasing an unreleased Ragnarok. You can't. So I feel like other studios and other developers, they need to do like a walkout. Like if they know their game's not done, you have all the power.
I don't think you can't walk out.
Why?
Because it's the same shit I ran into when I was going to school for game development. There are too many people who play video games and know how to program or do art a little bit, and they'll join your studio.
Even for like the top, like a Cyberpunk. Let's say Cyberpunk. If all those developers who made Cyberpunk walked out because the game wasn't done, you think they'll just hire new people to finish the game?
Yes. Because they don't care. I don't
even with all the fucking what would go on in the media or whatever.
Look what the fuck they released. Like, and I mean, people say the walkouts work. Like, walkouts work if there are not people to replace the people.
I feel like if you have a product that's very niche and unique, and you have legacy developers essentially, because that's what they are, the Cyberpunk developers and other games like God of War developers that specialize in it, you can get people to replace it. Yeah, anybody can replace anybody if you're talking about that. But with the media backlash of seeing these developers are doing a walkout because the game's not finished, and if the studio is like, well, we're going to fire all these developers and bring new people in, I can guarantee you that's fucking up their numbers even worse. That's my belief system, at least.
I think we're more plugged into what's happening with the developers than the layman.
Than the who? Oh, yeah.
So I think most people won't even, like, fucking, say a Kotaku article comes out, CD Projekt Red, half the developers walk out, it'll be on Twitter for 2 days. They'll hire new people, and people will fucking forget about it. Like,
I don't know, man. Maybe for like a fucking, what's a little ass game? I don't know. Maybe for a smaller game, but not for a AAA title, bro.
I feel like AAA, the term AAA title doesn't even hold the same weight anymore. Because half of the time, it's a AAA title. It's a AAA game is dog shit. Like AAA just means that like the studio that does it makes a lot of games, and they have a lot of resources.
Bullshit.
Like, yeah, but like half of the time, half of these games are on yearly schedules, and then are crunched, and they release bullshit at the last fucking minute. So like.
Because I feel like if COD were to do it, it would get nowhere because it's not a super unique niche game. Mm-hmm. It's just the best, not even the best, but a top tier FPS shooter. But it's not like I said, like a Cyberpunk is very like there's only one Cyberpunk. There's no replaceable Cyberpunk. There's no replaceable God of War. So if somebody is like,
but there is a replaceable God of War because the studio that's working on God of War isn't the studio that's working on God of War different from the original studio that worked on God of War. It's a new studio.
What?
The one that's working
about the 2018 versus
yes, but I'm saying the 2018 one is a different. The 2018 the most two recent ones are a different studio than the original God of Wars.
Yeah, but you're missing my point. I'm saying if everybody walked out, because the development team is the same for 2018 and now.
Yes.
If they were making Ragnarok and it wasn't done and all those developers left and we caught wind of it, just the general public, I feel like nobody's going to support it. A vast majority of people won't support it. It'll be the few people who don't know shit about shit be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this game. But like the vast majority of people and word of mouth is still real. I feel like it'll fail. Let me know what y'all think. We're having a good conversation. Leave a fucking comment.
True. Hit that like button, that subscribe too, while you're at it. But I think that because a studio like, I forget the name of the fucking studio.
Me too. I always forget that.
But that makes God of War is so niche. I think that'll work for them. I think that's why they got away with delaying it. Like they delayed it, and I was mad, but I was like, I mean, they're gonna give me a good game, and I know they're gonna give me a good game, so it's fine. But their studio is an exception to the rule. I don't think most studios can pull. I know what you're
But
saying.
that's
Most
what I'm
studios should
saying.
do that. I don't think most studios can pull that off. Is the problem?
Well, I agree. I retract my statement in that is a select few, but those select few who do make AAA titles, they need to take that route too.
But I feel like
because then it creates almost like a standard around the community. And me being a developer, I know developers have way more power than they give themselves credit. Like I know that directly. If there's a huge developer walkout and the company has to rehire and re-put people in place that don't know the product and teach and all that shit, that's a lot. Like you lose so much fucking money from that, a ridiculous amount. To where if you even want to release the project, still, you're not recouping. You're still gonna be in the red throughout the whole time. And these companies are already in the red as it is. So it's like that's just my. I've had conversations with coworkers about it. That's why I thought. I guess we kind of segue into it. It's a good conversation.
I think video games are different, man. I think game development and esports are two industries where there are so many people that want to be in it and want to be involved in it. You're always gonna have new fucking fodder to reslot in the place. Like I think it's very hard to get actual change to happen. And maybe that's me being jaded, but like I don't know, being in a game development program, meeting other indie game developers, and just listening to like game develop and like consuming content by people who are on game development teams, like it just feels like for the most part, unless you're doing like an indie, like at a lot of these AAAs, they're just gonna fucking replace you. Like they've created a culture of you can't speak up. And even
that's true. I mean, the biggest example, well, one of the biggest examples is to go with your point, even though I stand on the other side, was the whole, was it Modern Warfare 3? Whichever Infinity Ward developers, they all left and they went and did Titanfall. That game would have been a success, but they had the EA bug. That's unfortunate. That EA ruined Titanfall because that was a great game. But all those developers went over, and they're essentially, I don't know where they are now. They're probably back in whatever the fuck industry now. But yeah, Kai nothing happened with Kai. They still kept trucking along. But also, Kai has never been the same as far as like the how can I word it? The general perception of it, I guess you could say. Because the average player will still play COD, but everybody, I feel like most people know it's like, it's not that same. It's not the same Call of Duty. It's like a different game now.
I see that, but I think.
But that should happen more. Like what they did should happen more, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think what they did though is showing that. What they did is deterring other people from doing it, for one, and two, like although the general COD fan can tell that there's a difference between the CODs, I don't think they know that it's because the fucking developers walked out.
And that's just one studio. They still had the Treyarch and Sledgehammer Studios and Raven and all them other shits. But I'm saying them leaving is something that should be done because, like, nothing's ever going to change. So you have to act on something that you want to change. If you want something to change, it's not always going to go your way because it didn't go their way. But like I said, they got shafted by EA because EA shafts everybody. So
pretty much is their job.
In their job, that was in their training.
Yeah, literally.
Hey, day one, make sure you shaft whoever is trying to be under us.
Right. We ain't trying to release no good products. They gonna buy that shit anyway. Cut the development time in half.
Yeah, that's Activision too. Greedy whores.
That's fuck, man. But I mean, like,
respectfully, hopefully nobody from Activision is watching.
I think.
Let me develop for you.
I'm dead. I think that like.
For free. I mean, not for free.
I don't know. I don't even want to go into game development. Like I wanted to do game development, so I don't want to do that shit anymore. Because like I said, it's just unrealistic work. It's like fucking When I think of game development now, I think of like fucking the manga industry or animation industry in Japan.
Oof.
Just overworked, underpaid, replaced.
Yeah.
Dropped. Don't give a fuck about you. You are a fucking. To them, you're a fucking bot, literally, to pump out the content that they need. And then you have your standouts like fucking Oda, the writer One Piece, like Akira Toriyama, fucking Dragon Ball, but like, unless you're a standout, bro, even with fucking I have the Shonen Jump app. So many fucking mangas have come out. They've done like two chapters. Doesn't do the return they need. They drop like a third and fourth, rush the end of this fucking story, get it out my fucking magazine type shit.
Shit.
Even fucking the writer of Naruto. His new shit, it was like a space samurai shit. I think it got to like 20 chapters total. By chapter 15, it was canceled. And this is the writer of fucking Naruto, where they was just like, nah, fuck that shit. Like, this is not doing what we wanted to. Get it out of here.
That's tough.
But I mean, like, my ideal thing would be though that like a lot of those like the studio, we really need to figure out the fucking. I'll put it in post, like the name of the fucking studio. It does gotta work. But I think studios like that do have that development power and are known for like making good content should just go indie a lot of the time, unfortunately. Like, and I understand that these are professionals and they're expecting a certain wage and like
Santa Monica. God damn it, I knew that. Yeah, Santa Monica.
And they're expecting a certain wage and all of that, but like, I think you can still do decent, like, because like even fucking Hades won so many fucking awards. Hades 2 was announced at the fucking Game Awards, and people were going crazy for it. Like, that's literally one of my favorite fucking roguelikes. Like, so I think you can do it. It's just difficult. It's just hard, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it on the podcast all the time. Ain't shit easy. You just gotta, And I'm not in their shoes, so I understand the other side as far as being like, we're just gonna have to eat this because my family got to eat.
Literally.
Type shit. So it's like I understand. I'm just saying, in a perfect world where we, if the developers are on the side of wanting to see change or wanting things to, be different, then you have to make that difference. You can't just like continue to get shafted by Big Brother because it's gonna stay that way.
I mean, yeah,
we see it.
I mean, unfortunately, as talented as a lot of these people are, like a lot of people are just bots, man. Like they're not gonna.
That's another
thing. They're not gonna shake shit.
That's another thing. They are NPCs.
They're
a lot of NPCs.
Oh yeah, they're definitely willing to like fucking.
So where they don't
this
care.
This is it. Like
you said, this shit bugged. Cool. More work.
Right. Like and like even the people that have pride in, I feel like even some of the people that have pride in their work at a certain point, they're just like, well, like I have pride in my work and ideally I'd love to be able to do this, but like also I need to fucking live. So like
yeah.
And that's where you have fucking side projects and shit like that. But unfortunately, I think a lot of AAA games at this point are at a place where it's not gonna get better, and you're just gonna kind of have to look. They're gonna be your staples, like Santa Monica. I mean, I thought CD Projekt Red was one, but then they fucking dropped Cyberpunk. So
yeah, we still got Rockstar North.
Yeah, but
even not to beat a dead horse, but even if like they did a walkout on GTA 6 because it's not ready, and Rockstar's like, well, we got to release this April 2nd or whatever. And they're like, no, like we literally can't. Like you can't boot past the start screen, bro. And they walked out. They're not just replacing them. And I know that's like an extreme example, but I feel like the extreme examples are where that stuff needs to happen, like a Cyberpunk, because they can be like, y'all better delay this shit. Like I'm telling you, like delay it, bro.
I think there probably were some people who like delayed.
There were definitely there had to have been people, but there just needs to be a precedent more. Union, all that shit. Like union's such a buzzword now, but I feel like that's just what's needed across a bunch of industries because
I mean, I don't think why people hate you. Like I don't know. I'm not going to get into a fucking political debate about unions, but like
they're necessary.
They are, and I mean, a lot of people just have like you said, it's a fucking buzzword, so a lot of people get fucking triggered when they hear it, whatever the fuck, and I'm like, okay, man. Like
anything changed throughout history has been a form of a union. It's just probably been called different, but it's all been unionized at the end of the day. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But speaking of which, I don't even know how to segue this into some music.
Segue into music.
But y'all see the mic. We ain't only over here. We going over here too.
No boy.
Got some new music.
There is some new music that dropped, man.
We'll only talk about, the Black Lip Pastor today.
Yeah, man. You should start actually about how you feel about it. I want to hear project as a whole, and then we can go down track list.
That's fine. All right, so we'll intro it. Obviously, Absol has dropped Herbert. I think it dropped December 16th. How many tracks was it? Like 18?
Yes, 18.
18 tracks. Has some good features. Got Lance Skywalker. That's my guy. I thought he was J-Rock for the longest time. I did not know he was an actual person. I was like, oh, I thought it was just J-Rock singing. Anyway, Joey.
I don't like J-Rock, so like that's crazy.
That's wild, West Coast. Punch. Shout out Punch. He's actually a rapper now instead of just being like a manager, so that's cool. Sakari, TDE, Fresh, Janae Aiko.
Her nigga, unfortunately, is on here as well.
Yeah, I'm leaving him out. So we got Ombre. The track Go Off has 2 people on it. We got Fallacy with Almeida. Is that how you pronounce it? Almeida?
I think it's Almeida.
Almeida, yeah. And then Sir. So some good features on this album. When I saw the track list and I saw the features, jokes aside, even seeing Russ and Big Sean, I was like, wow, he's really like, you know what I'm saying, like talking to niggas.
That's crazy that like you saw that and you saw that and thought that. I saw Russ and Big Sean. I was like, damn, it's a 17-track album. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just seen Russ and Big Sean. Like, I did not even think.
Oh, you didn't think the connection?
I didn't see the. Oh, well, he already did a song with Russ, but like with Big Sean, I was like,
I mean, well, I saw the Big Sean as like, well, I saw that Janae Aiko was on it first, and then like I'm reading down the track list. Janae has a song first, so I'm like, well, yeah, Big Sean's probably there.
Yeah, I know him and Russ are cool because they both are on like the independent tip. Because Absol's not signed to a major; he's just under TDE, but he's not under a major label. So I guess that's where that connection is too. And they've done a couple tracks in the past, so I think it's probably just like underground shit for real. But anyway, that's the intro to the album, or like the preface. I will say I think the album is pretty cool. I listened to it a couple times, and I have my standout tracks, but he's such a dense artist and such a dense writer, and this project is very different from his other work. Like it's very it's a lot looser. It's not very theoretic, if you will. Like the last album was called "Do What Thou Wilt," which had a whole theory behind it. Like you had to watch the niggas' interviews to understand what the fuck the album was supposed to be about. Right. And his production level or his production choices are typically kind of iffy for me. Sometimes it's a little bit too raw sounding. Like damn, master it just a little bit. So
sounds experimental, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I like to say this album was very easy to digest production wise, but he's still so lyrical that it's like I need to sit with some of these concepts and some of the stuff that he's talking about a little bit more. And I really don't even have a full drawn out opinion of it yet because it's only been a week, and even off his one freestyle, which we probably will react to, so stay tuned for that. But even that freestyle, I was like, you saying so much.
There's a lot going on, right? Which you talking about, the LA Lakers one or the other one?
The LA Lakers one. Not the Die Hard one was cool. This LA Lakers one was
crazy as fuck.
You was crazy.
I don't know. I feel like I wanted to like this album more than I liked it. And I definitely needed to sit with it more. I probably listened to it like probably like 10 times at this point.
That's a lot of time that you gave to this album already, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, I drove to.
Oh, Raleigh, you sure like, did.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe it's because I have been waiting for one for so long. Maybe it's like that. But like,
right.
It didn't. I'm not gonna say it disappointed me, but I don't know. Like, it really is. I just wanted to like it more than I actually ended up enjoying it. I think, like you said, there are definitely some standout tracks, but like a lot of it just felt like it almost felt like the way I feel about Eminem right now, where it's like I can
too rap rippity rip.
Not like too much, but it's kind of just like, and I'll say honestly, like I felt like that about the new Nas album too, which I enjoyed, but like it's kind of just like, I don't know if it's because I'm not in that mood, because I definitely get in moods with music, but it was just like, and it's good, and I hear it, and I'm like, this is good, but it's not good like I want to listen to this again, if that makes sense.
No, I feel that.
But I appreciate it for what it is, and I enjoy listening to it the few times I listen to it. But also, like, maybe it's just the road trip, but it blends together and not in a good way. Like, okay. I feel like a lot of it sounds the same, but like not like, because I remember the last pod we were talking about like how when tracks blended into each other, it feels like when if you feel like you could only listen to the album like Igor's a great example of that. Where I feel like I have to listen to all of Igor. I can never just throw on a track from Igor randomly and be like, I'm bumming this. Like I have to listen to the whole. It's like an experience. This didn't feel like an experience as much as it felt like.
Well, there's a difference between having one full body of work versus feeling like you have copy and paste of one body of work.
Yeah.
And Igor, for your example, is one full thing that's split up versus having, I won't say it's this album, but some artists have tracks that are literally like copy paste for 16 songs.
Like, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels, I don't know. It almost feels like an absolute parody or some shit, bro. Like it feels like him trying to be himself too hard.
That's wow. That's actually funny you said it because he had an interview with. It was either I think it was Charlamagne the God. And he was talking about how this album differs in the sense that he's talking about himself. If that makes sense, it's like him. It's almost like him having a view of who he is, rather than him just rapping as himself. So I think that's where that point of view comes from because he, went through whatever he went through, and he was trying to make more of a grounded album instead of something that's so high level. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's where it comes from, and that might be kind of what's not drawing me off, but kind of like making it hard for it to consistently listen to as well.
Because like I feel like I go to Absol for that like conceptual, that deep. Like I feel like he's a person who like I can tell you put a lot of effort and work into your projects and like release a good body of work, and I just didn't get that this time. I can tell he spent a long time on it, but like I almost feel like I don't know if that time was well spent. And I know he was going through his own things and like that, and like that's completely separate from this.
Right. Completely separate.
Yeah, completely separate. But yeah, I mean, I guess it did disappoint me a little bit, but like it's decent. Like fucking, there are still like songs like No Report Card. Love that one. Fucking Do Better. The first time I heard that song, it just went on repeat for like I think like 2 hours or some shit.
You know what's fucked? Because that was a single. I didn't like it when I first heard it.
Really?
I didn't like it at all. Like I hated it. I love the verses, but like I gotta do better. Gotta do better. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. But like, I don't know what it is. Maybe just in the flow of the album when I listen to it, or
because I didn't hear it as a single. So
yeah, but it's like it's still growing on me. But like the verses are so strong in that song. The verses like I get over the chorus.
Low key, it felt listening to that song felt like my own internal monologue.
That's fair.
So I was like, yeah, like that. I just had that. Like I said, I just had that shit in repeat.
Gotta
like,
do better.
Gotta. I gotta do better. And like personally, I feel like I'm doing better, but still, it's just like gotta keep pushing, bro.
But that's a song when you listen to it, because to go back on your point to where how like the POV of the album or like how it feels, the album feels very third person, like third person perspective game.
Yeah.
Where like I feel like Absol is a first person type of artist where you feel like you're in his shoes. Do Better is a song where I feel like it's like an immediate connection between his words and my life, and just like kind of like what I attract to as far as like what I need to get in my mental. Because like you said, it's like a good monologue for your life. Like, I got to do better. It's like even him saying it, it's like, but that's the type of shit that I say to myself.
Literally.
So it's like, that's where I was like, in the flow of the album, it was easier for me to digest it.
Because I was thinking like, honestly, it's probably going to be my fucking wake up song now. But like, it really is. I really feel like I'm on that point in my life where like I'm doing better for myself and I'm making, but like I still got to keep pushing. Yeah. Like not to like, because I know there's this fucking toxic grind, like not like that per se, but it's just like, okay, don't relax. Don't like take your foot off the gas just because you're doing like well now. Like still keep your foot on the gas, still keep striving for things. Like that's how you got to where you are now.
Right.
And there's only up from here. But like also like do take the time to like enjoy what you have and all that shit.
You got to.
But no, like Do Better. I think Do Better is literally my favorite song on the fucking album.
I think my favorite song. Church on the Move was a song at first that really threw me off because it has like this weird synth effect for like the first 16 bars. I was like, when is this beat gonna drop, bro? And then it dropped. I was like, all right, fine. I love that song. I just don't know how replayable it is, but I love the fuck out that song. I just can't get through those first 16. It might not be 16. It might be more like 12 or something like that. But it's like the sound. And it's another thing where I said with his production choices, sometimes I just can't gravitate towards it. But yeah, when the beat dropped and the song actually went, got going, I was like, this shit's hard.
Now I'm thinking about it too. I think my criticism of a lot of the songs like blending into each other. I definitely feel like more of the second half of the album than the first half of the album.
You like more of the second half?
No, I like more of the first half.
Oh,
a lot of the second half feels like the same shit to me. Which is just like I'm not gonna hold you. I heard the Big Sean on the track and it just threw me off, bro.
Right hand, I swear. I haven't listened to that shit.
That's crazy.
I was hoping we weren't gonna talk about it. I just skip it. I can't. I don't know what it is.
I'm looking at this too. I don't think Russ is on that. I don't think he's actually on the track, or like he's not like.
Maybe he just got like background vocals or ad libs or some shit. Well, he does sing, so maybe he's like.
I don't remember hearing him on it, bro.
That's fine, Neither
I
one
mean,
for sure.
that's preferable, but like.
No, I was listening to the album and I was like, do I really want like?
Do I want to ruin this
this
album right
bro,
now?
if I get, because I listened to it the first time, I was like, it's cool, it's not like grabbing me like pause, like, but like a Mr. Morale where I was like, it's a fucking like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
If I get to this song and Big Sean's voice come on, I'm turning the whole album off. And I don't know when I'm gonna have time to come back to it, bro. So I was like, I'm just skip it. I'll listen to it, maybe I'll listen to it after I finish. Nope. I'll do it tomorrow. Absolutely not. On the way here, hell no. Imagine pulling up somebody. That's Big Sean.
This is a bit. We play those out here? That's crazy.
Oh, hey, roll the window out. Nah, it's his son. I don't know. It's not him.
I'd rather get caught listening to Eminem driving somewhere than because niggas be like, you bumping Eminem in the car by yourself? Like, yeah, sometimes.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Right, literally, you don't want to fuck with me. Oh shit! But like, if I got caught listening to Big Sean, bro, I don't think I could show my face outside again.
I had a revelation. All right, we're not gonna shit on Big Sean too much longer, but he has to get this one. I had a revelation when I started hating him. That nigga ad-lib used to be boy. But once I realized that, I was like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Boy. I was like, I can't listen to this shit no more. It's just terrible.
You fucked it. You ruined it, actually. That's crazy.
Big Sean seems like such a cool dude, though.
I mean, I can't speak to his character. His music has, like...
Nah, his music's terrible.
You know that shit they always saying, like, separate the art from the artist? I can't do that with him, bro.
Damn.
This shit is so bad. I'm just like...
I was like that. I definitely had that phase, and I have that phase for a lot of artists still. It's just like, I don't give a damn. Like, hey, Boogie, like, I don't fuck with you, bro.
That's crazy.
He drops good music.
Crazy, man.
I feel like I'm on the opposite side of how I feel about Big Sean, because his music's terrible. I don't like A Boogie's music, but I know he makes good music. I know it for a fact. I hear people who do music give him flowers and give him respect. It doesn't matter if I like him. The nigga makes good music. Fuck A Boogie though. You know what I'm saying?
But why?
I don't wanna see him. Like, just seeing him. Like, bro, like I can't get past that, bro.
Like, one video of him flicking a nigga off, and you're like,
he was next to who was he standing next? Antonio Brown or some shit?
Someone else.
Looking like a groupie. Like, why you? I don't know, bro. I was like, keep dropping fire, bro. I won't be listening to it, and it doesn't affect him in any way, shape, or form, so it's fine.
That's crazy. Bro, I really don't get the A Boogie hate, like, but okay, man.
There's niggas listening.
I'm even more confused now.
Wait, there's niggas listening to this who fuck with Big Sean heavy too. I guarantee you, there's somebody. One of y'all watching this like Big Sean. I know who you are. I won't say your name.
I fuck it. Yeah, I was about to say I definitely chirped someone for liking Big Sean because I was going through the like tracks and I was like, yo, what's happening over here? Because this is not.
I know who you are.
This is not acceptable.
And you say you watch the podcast often, so that's tough.
Liking Big Sean is crazy as fuck. Me personally, I would rather like. That's wild as hell.
That's crazy.
It'd be a cold day in hell before I say I like Big Sean.
For sure.
Okay, but Message in a Bottle.
What an intro.
That is a good intro. Always love the family members on the track. Makes it more personable.
Especially when it's that grandma.
Oh, definitely.
That shit's so fire, bro.
Grandma, moms on the track. I already know this shit's about to be. This whole project about to be fire.
Yeah.
That's honestly what I don't know if I've shown you, Dave. He's a fucking grime rapper. Which I mean, he's a British rapper, so he gets put in the grime category. I don't feel like he makes grime music though. But his first project, like at the end of it, he has like him recording the outro, and his mom calls him while he's in the studio. It's like the last bit of his studio time. This nigga like 18 type shit. He's like, I should just ad-lib you right now, moms.
That's fire. That's hard.
But no, that shit, like that just makes the album so much more personable. It really, and that's honestly like I felt like I got fucking catfished with hearing the grandma in the beginning and then it being like a bird's eye view album.
Yeah.
Because I expected to end we're in the mix, especially seeing the interviews too and thinking like, oh, like he's talking about like. I don't know. Maybe I heard them. Maybe I got a different thing from the interviews than what you got from them. But I felt like I thought it was going to be like a.
After listening to the album, because I watched most of the interviews before I actually sat down with the album, and it made sense why the album felt that way after listening to him speak about making the album and what he's went through. Because I don't think he's found himself yet. I think he really has to go back to find himself in his art form because his skill is Absol is the like when he say he's the best rapper, I don't think there's a nigga that bar for bar, fuck a song. I'm just talking about bar for bar. I don't think there's a nigga on the world in the planet beating him, bro. Because like he has what I like about Eminem as far as his ability to rhyme, but his technical skill and as far as like his punchlines and his schemes, like it's almost like a battle rap type flow where he's setting things up. He has like 4 bars and then he has a punch and then he has a whole scheme. So he has like 8 punches around one scheme that it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that technicality. But I don't think his song making skills for me are quite up to par yet. And I feel like maybe his next album might hit that scale for me. But it didn't hit it for this one. Yeah. But I'm not necessarily holding that against him because he needed to drop, obviously.
Yeah.
And so like
and I definitely get it. Like you said, he was going through a lot. Also the anxiety of dropping music, is fucking.
He was going through way more than I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you tried. Oh wow.
Oh, like you like
not know. That's crazy.
So like yeah, and I mean, if you don't know what we're referring to, watch one of his interviews.
Yeah, watch the one with Charlamagne. That's a good go-to.
Yeah, and anybody who comes back from that, like I always have my respect. But like, so like I get it, but that does not. I don't want to say excuse because like you don't owe me a good album, nigga. Like who the fuck am I? Type shit.
We're just critiquing only the album. It has nothing to do with him as a person.
Yeah, I want to make that very
what
clear.
He went through.
Right, but it's just like this just wasn't what I was. Not what I was expecting from it. I love No Report Card. Hollandaise had to grow on me.
Yeah.
Moon Shooter. Love Joey Badass. I also love the pivot that he's done. I know a lot of people like. I don't know. I've heard a lot of like, not a lot, but I've seen some weird Joey hate where it's like people feel like he sounds different than like he used. And I'm like,
in what? Like this, like 2000?
Yeah, like it, and I'm like, it feels like an evolution that makes sense. I don't, and I think it's always people who like literally want like, it's the same niggas who want X to make fucking 52 I'm sipping tea in your hoods. Like,
do people say that you think are like old Joey fans, or they like the devastated Joey fans? Which I don't even think Joey has real devastated Joey. He has like maybe like a small section, but you remember Devastated off of?
I used to off the America cut, yeah.
Because I feel like if anything, that project differs from his typical sound. It was still great, but like this sounded exactly like what I would want if I was a hardcore Joey fan. He's just talking about realer shit because he has money now, but he's not just flaunting it. He's like, hey, invest and all that shit.
I think that's what it is. I think it's also people like
niggas want him to be broke.
Not even just niggas want him to be broke. Like
pocket watch.
Niggas don't want them. Niggas get mad that like you're doing better and progressing in your life and are not staying with where they were. So it's not even the fact that he has money now, because he could have had money now, but he's like smart with it and like doing what he needs to do with it. And so that's when people are like, well, now you're fucking preaching it. It's the same shit that I feel like Jay-Z gets.
Yeah, just fickle fans, just fake, and not even fans. Y'all are just NPCs.
I mean, I feel like they're fans of a lifestyle, not a person.
Yeah.
But yeah, love Joey. Oh, I love all of his new shit. Fuck on My Face. That's a good like. What's the word? Not like a hype track, but like a. I mean, fuck on My Face. It says. I feel like it says it in the title. It's like a. That's the vibe it gives off to me.
Yeah, just kind of like a. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, flippant. Yeah. Decent track, but like a lot of these are just
fire track. That video had Isaiah Rashad in it. I also had Ray Vaughn and some other TDE niggas, J-Rock. They were all in there. But seeing Isaiah Rashad in the video made me so happy because obviously he went through what he went through. And so, like, hopefully he's doing, prayers to him. Hopefully he's doing well because he did battle a lot of stuff. So I just say that. Seeing him in the video was fire.
But
because I'm still bumping that nigga album, bro. Still, bro.
Yeah. I mean, niggas are weirdos, bro. I don't get why they...
I don't even.
This is neither here nor there. Outing him, weird as fuck. Not listening to his music because he's out, also weird as fuck.
Especially when he dropped that nigga. Oh my god, house is burning. Anyway,
it'd be different, and I feel like it'd be different if he did some Lil Nas X shit. But like, I respect Lil Nas X, but
that's not even his tip though. Pause. Yeah. But
I mean, but
no pun intended. That's a pause and a no pun intended.
That's crazy. But I feel like it makes sense if like. I still think Lil Nas X's music is decent. but I mean, I wasn't listening. I think it makes sense for people to be like, to come on an Old Town Road like that and then hear his actual music and then be like, well, no. But with the Isaiah, like, it's not like he's making different music or anything. Like, I don't.
It's just that's when
internet niggas are weird, really.
And people think he's like, even the whole closeted situation is like, no, he probably would have just said it to somebody who asked, and he said in the interview, he's like, I mean, the people around me knew, the ones who were supposed to know knew, but it's still my personal sexual life.
Yeah.
Like, why do y'all have to know this, bro? Like, I'm gonna make the same music. This has nothing to do with the music I make, bro.
Right. And I feel like being homophobic is weird in general, but I feel like it's a step above being just normal homophobic, which is like to be like literally just because he is, it's affecting all of this stuff that prior to I knew that. Where it'd be different. I feel like it'd be different if it was like, because like if he was doing like like if he started making music like Cardi B, I'd be like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. If you started making music about I kiss boys and
and
have sex,
and to me
like,
it would be like
that's not even what you were on.
Yeah, to me it would be like, oh well, like that's cool. Probably not gonna listen to your music anymore because like I can't relate to that. But like,
nah, fuck that. That's not what he was on.
That's
so
what I'm
unless
saying.
He came, I'm just saying I ain't got to sugarcoat it. That's some bullshit.
It is
obviously a marketing play. You can't cover it up. That's not like I'm just being who I am. It's like, no, bro, you've been making music for a fucking decade, and all of a sudden your whole music sound shifts. That's some bullshit. That's not the tip that he's on. He's like, bro, I just be chilling, I smoke a little weed, and I drop these hits for y'all, bro.
Fair.
And I'm gonna disappear again because y'all want to be weird.
Because y'all
so
weird.
I'm really about to disappear.
Right. Nah, I really can't be out. really can't go outside because y'all niggas is weird, bro.
Wild. Shout out Isaiah Rashad, bro.
Nah, definitely. Shout out Isaiah Rashad. Shout out Lil Nas X. I think honestly too, the one thing that does bother me about him is I feel like he. I hate people who. It's the same thing that bothers me about fucking 6ix9ine. I hate people who capitalize on like shock value and shit like that, and that's how it comes off to me. Like with the fucking blood in the shoes, the fucking twerking on the devil, like it's just like.
I feel like that's so.
It just feels gimmicky
for him though, because like he literally started as a Nicki Minaj like stan troll account on Twitter, and gained like a following from that. So like it didn't surprise me that he was beating that shit. Oh, that sounds so wrong. God damn it.
It doesn't sound wrong. It's just.
But you know what I mean. Fuck it, man. It doesn't surprise me that Lil Nas did what he did, and like he's a marketing genius. But I do know he makes. I don't even want to call when he makes normal music, but like when it's very clear that this doesn't have an agenda, this is just me like making my music. He makes really good music. Then he has the tracks that are very easily like.
I think that's what bothers me.
Yeah.
I feel like
he's fire.
I feel like a lot, not even a lot of time. I feel like some of the time he gives into that like, I'm gonna say this because they're gonna fucking react to it, and it's just like you could just make.
Yeah, at this point now you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessary no more. The whole come up shit I understand, but like bro, like.
Yeah. It just feels like I don't know. I just never really liked niggas who are like, I need all the attention on me. I'm gonna say some wild shit so niggas fucking look at me. It's just,
like he shot me in the foot, so I'm gonna go on a whole
I will say.
What a segue.
I will say.
Another one.
The way I've been seeing Twitter go, you seen the Animorphs? Like, you know those books where the fucking, on the cover, like the children would turn into animals or whatever the fuck? Yeah. I've seen a few of those where it's Meg turning into Jesse Smollett, bro.
I seen that shit. I saw that shit.
And I was like,
Yeah, I mean.
Listen, I'm not speaking on nothing until the case comes out. Also, respectfully, don't like either of them as artists. So I don't care.
I care because this situation that's not even about artistry. I was speaking on Meg more in the sense that like she made really fire music in the past, and she's a dope ass and like she's a good ass rapper, like for real. Mm-hmm. When she gets in her whole like girl sex talk bag, that's where I tune out because I don't relate to that.
Because fucking Cardi B did the same shit, bro. Where like I thought like Cardi B's early music, I was like yes, and I'm still hard. Like I was bumping Bodak Yellow like crazy.
But even Invasion of Privacy has some hitters on that shit. Definitely. Where it's not even like.
I just hate that people like feel like they need to do that to get the attention.
Yeah.
That's what really bothers me.
And it's for any artist.
I mean, yeah,
it's not even about.
It is also like, and I'm gonna have, and I also hate to talk about this because then you get the fucking weirdo niggas, incel niggas who are like, well, she talked about her pussy, so like she's a whore, fuck her. I'm just like, well, it's not like that, bro. It's just like, respectfully, I'm not gonna listen to music about her popping her pussy because that don't relate to me.
I can't
but like, listen, if you a girl and you try to pop your pussy, sure, throw on some fucking Cardi B, like go off, man. But and maybe that's just me being selfish that like I wish there was a better mix of the like rap shit and then like the fucking music. But I mean, me personally, I don't really listen to music about fucking period, bro. So like,
that's another thing. Like, I feel like there's a big argument about, well, men say this in their music, but I feel like that's kind of played out because I don't think most artists really be talking about fucked your bitch and all that shit. Like they hint it, but like everybody hints it.
Well, no, because it's
like,
I will say it's always weird.
It's always
because
weird.
Niggas look at Kevin Gates like he's fucking crazy for the wild shit he be saying about fucking on the track. That to me has the same energy as Cardi B.
And there's a lot of people who fuck with Kevin Gates, but I cannot listen to Kevin Gates.
I like Kevin Gates. I just can't watch his interviews because he be saying wild shit like I turn the battery on with my hands, and I'm like, bro.
Nah, I put my hands on the battery.
Speak not of this, bro.
That nigga fire, bro. I love Kevin Gates' interviews. His music.
He's funny as fuck, bro. But like,
when he's popping that gangster shit, I'm like, oh, turn that shit up.
Oh, I definitely prefer older Kevin Gates. Definitely.
Oh my god, turn that shit up now.
But
yeah, anybody who's diverging from what I relate to, I'm gonna be turned off by. Yeah. And every artist for the most part has those songs or that run where it's like it's clear that you're doing a business move. Yeah. I guess you can say. And I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, but I'm still also like, yeah, get your bag. Like,
yeah,
I'm just not going to listen to it. But I know I also know I'm not the average music consumer.
Nor am I critical to your bottom line.
Right. Or do I expect to be catered to in any way, shape, or form?
Right. Yeah, that's why these music reviewers I feel like they begin the big head because like they always lead with their opinion doesn't matter. But it's once they get that following and like people that are sheep to them, they start feeling like not that their opinion matters, but the music that they should be consuming is what they
music the music should only be produced that like they like,
and then they'll just shit on them.
Yeah,
when they can't take the objective stance to be like, well, this just isn't for me. Like they lose. It's like once they get the following, they lose what they built that foundation on.
Like it is very rare that I'll be like, artist is just dog. Like the only two that I can think of literally is fucking Big Sean and T Grizzly. Actually, three. Big Sean, T Grizzly, and Blueface are the only rappers I can think of that are just like dog shit.
I was waiting to see who that second person was gonna be. I was like, maybe he's gonna say like Russ or the nigga don't fuck with Logic.
Well, no, I don't like Russ, but like I get that he makes decent music.
T Grizzly,
Russ is just corny to me. Russ comes off as corny and preachy, but T Grizzly, bro, like respectfully. And I was having this argument with the players too.
He had Detroit on his back for a minute, bro.
Bro,
he did.
That nigga runs from the beat, and all his you know what's the biggest problem with T Grizzly is? He has the same Polo G shit where all his songs sound the same, but he's offbeat on all of them.
He's not. Nah, I can't let you do that. That's not offbeat, bro.
Yes,
because
he is.
If you listen to the Bay Area, bro, you can't stop it because you fucked with SOBRBE, bro. Stop it.
I do, and T Grizzly still ass.
You can't say his flow. You can't doubt him for his flow, but you can doubt him. That nigga makes the same song ever since First Day Out.
They all sound like
million First Day Out,
and they're all bad, bro. And niggas was even trying to like shoot bail. Like, will you not listen to him in the gym? No, bro, I'm not, because I'm gonna hear him go off beat, bro. It's gonna take. I don't think people understand like how visceral I have a reaction to people going off. Like I can't listen to Blueface. Listening to Blueface makes me want to vomit. I literally get a feeling in the pit of my stomach when that nigga goes off beat, bro.
Do people really listen to Blueface?
I don't think as much anymore. But like when he was coming up, niggas was like, even this fucking song that popped up, I can't do it. Like I can't.
Tatiana.
It's like bust down Tatiana, like respect my crib and all that. Like I can't do. Literally cannot listen to it. I have a a physical visceral reaction to it, bro. Like I hear it and I literally feel like I get nauseous.
So I'm gonna challenge you.
Mm-hmm.
You by Kendrick Lamar.
Me by Kendrick Lamar. What about it?
Besides the second part, the whole first part where he's like crying over the beat, or no, the whole first part where he was yelling over the beat.
Mm-hmm.
He's not on a beat.
Yeah.
So what? He's not on beat.
That's different.
How?
I feel like you can get away with it if you're.
So you have exceptions.
Yes.
Because even for sale.
The thing with me for those people is they feel like they are in a group of rappers where it's like you're not listening to their content. Their lyrics,
just
for all intents and purposes, are an extension of the beat, not an addition to the beat.
I agree with you. I was just getting the context behind
with that, it feels like you got all your shit. You got your orchestra over here, fucking saxophone in the back row, like the whole different key. Niggas doing his solo for no reason. And I'm like, bro, what is we doing right now? Like, what's going on?
No, it's fair. No, I honestly, I feel the same way personally. Like, if a nigga gets off beat,
bro, I be getting mad, bro. I get angry.
You lose me quick. Because even there be sometimes where I hear freestyles and it's like, I know you're freestyling. Mm-hmm. But when they stumble off beat, I'm like, God damn it. Because I can't unhear it. It's like, I hear the stumble, bro. Like, hit the snare, my nigga. Like, how?
True.
Like,
and it'll be, even with freestyles too. Like, I'll shoot you bail. I just won't listen to that freestyle. Because I'll be like, he's just not a freestyle rapper. And like, I'll understand that. But like, don't anybody put the freestyle on again. Because I'm going to be like, nah, you got to cut that, bro. Because this nigga don't know how to.
You have Juice WRLD who fucking
I rather you do
niggas up in a off the top freestyle.
Oh, definitely. I rather you do the fucking because have you seen like rappers make music before where they like film that and they're doing like they'll do like it's not real words but like you're filling it in on the
almost
beat
like the reference, like reference tracks and shit.
Like they do it on the cave all the time too. I rather have that than you try to fit some shit in and be off beat.
Yeah, I can't stand that, especially if they try to do like. When it comes to the lyrical rappers and they try to fit too many syllables within a bar, like within like, a line, it's like, why? Because now I just hear you stumbling. Like, I don't like that shit, bro.
I don't at all, bro. I expect good content from you. You're not delivering right now, bro, too.
There's no excuses, bro. It's like an NBA player missing a free throw. Like, what we doing? You were in the NBA missing a free throw.
A free throw?
Oh, you got one job.
High school is hit the free throws.
Shit bullshit.
Middle schoolers hit free throws.
For real.
You a grown ass man.
Nigga talking about Shaq. The nigga is like 7'4". You should be able to. It should be easier. Nigga, throw it in. The fuck.
Drop that bitch.
That shit's crazy.
Holy.
But nah, back to the Absol album. Solid project. I need some more listens before I, really can draw an opinion. But first listen, first couple listens. It was solid. I'll definitely revisit some of the songs. And there's probably some songs that I'm not going to go back to. It has 2 artists on it featured. I haven't listened to it yet. But I'm not going to go back to it.
Yeah. I mean, overall for me, I'm probably going to give it like 2 more days or so. Then get my standouts and I'm probably not going to go back to it again.
Yeah, I'm going to Alabama for Christmas. Part of my holiday plans. I'm gonna listen to the album, on that drive there. It's like a 5.5 or 6 hour drive, so I definitely have time to. I might listen to it a couple times, maybe one going there and one coming back. But that's kind of like what I had in the back of my mind, the road trip. I was like, I wanted to wait till then, but then I was working and nobody was at work, so I was just like doing nothing. I was like, I'll just throw it on now. But I feel like this is a good album for a drive.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's probably just gonna go. I'm gonna get my standouts, dip, and it's gonna go on my normal Absol rotation.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me throw on some Absol, but it's not.
Which is fine too.
Yeah. There are plenty of products like that. There are plenty of artists that I listen to like that. It's just I didn't expect it from him. But then again, like I said, he doesn't have to cater to me.
For an artist, it is very hard for an artist to make an album where you can throw the whole album in a playlist anyway, or throw the whole album in a rotation.
Yeah.
So like, if he has like 4 or 5 tracks that I can throw on some shit, then you did your job for me, bro. If I want to listen to your album, I'll go listen to your album. Other than that, let me hear the standouts.
Right.
Be chilling.
I mean, that's what singles are for, aren't they?
Facts. And I make my own singles out your shit.
Oh, definitely.
I'd be liking songs that aren't singles. Like, how is this not a single?
I'd be like, y'all just left this in the cut like that? That's crazy, bro. All right, let me grab that shit, keep it pushing.
Real. But no. But yeah, back on the holiday plans tip. Like I said, going to Alabama. I think I'm leaving early Saturday morning. So Christmas Eve. By the time y'all watch this, I'm in Alabama right now, eating good. Let me tell you, grandma whipping up right now.
Jealous as fuck.
Woo! Because you know we get more dressing for Christmas.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
She only makes half a pot because she does gumbo during Christmas time. This is so cold outside, so it only makes sense. But yeah, I don't really have an exciting Christmas, plan. It's really nice that I'm in a position to where I'm fortunate to be able to get a lot of gifts now, because that was one thing that I was like insecure about in the past, where it's like, damn, like I'm a giver and I have a little sister, so like, and my mom and my grandmas, it's like I want to give them stuff, I can't, like I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like I was just buying shit, and it just felt good because I was blessed to have a good Christmas every single year. Even now, I always have a good Christmas. So to be able to kind of like give that back, that's a good ass feeling.
No, I realized recently that like one of my love languages, not receiving but giving, like is gifts. I just fucking give gifts all the time. Well, I like giving gifts. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I feel like this year I'm able to get a lot more than I know. Cause I hate like, and I would always get like I would get them something, but like a lot of times it just felt like, well, this is a fucking $50 fucking Amazon gift basket. Like, this some bullshit for real. This year I got in some actual gifts. I still need to get some, but it's fine. I got time. But I mean, yeah, for Christmas, me and my family isn't a big Christmas family. My immediate family isn't. Like my grandma is, but it's not super young anymore. I'm definitely gonna visit her over the holidays though, cause I've been meaning to visit her with my brother for a minute.
Where's she stay?
She stays. Yeah, she stays here. She's probably about an hour away from here.
That's fire.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna visit her. Gonna do the normal fucking me and my family have two traditions, which is Christmas Eve, we're roasting marshmallows in the fireplace.
Fire.
And no Christmas Day, we're watching Home Alone.
Got to. Classic. If you don't watch Home Alone on Christmas, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, because Home Alone is my mother's, and we're watching, fuck, what the shit, I forgot what that shit is called. I think it's A Christmas Story. Fuck, it's gonna bother me.
It's not Charlie Brown, is it?
No, it's like a live action. Okay. Fuck. What are some other Christmas movies?
Grinch Stole Christmas.
No. Although the new Grinch with the Tyler soundtrack is so fucking fire.
I honestly don't really outside of Home Alone, I'm not a big Christmas movie buff.
No, fuck, it's not.
They all play the same jingle over every fucking movie.
What the fuck is it?
Fuck Christmas.
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story, yeah.
That's one of my dad's favorites. My mother loves the Home Alone ones. My favorite Christmas movie is actually Gremlins, the first one.
I like one of the Fridays was a Christmas movie. It was Friday After Next, maybe. One of the Fridays. It was like essentially a black Christmas movie, more or less. But yeah, continue.
But yeah, like I said, those three will probably also hit up the new, like I said, the new Grinch movie because I fuck with it heavy. And I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna be low key. Like I said, after that, I'll probably drive to my grandma's with like my brother. I might bring my sister, depending upon how she feels, because I know my parents also have some other Christmas plans. Because apparently they fucking famous now, and they just be going to other shit. Like fucking Thanksgiving, they was like, yeah, we can do Thanksgiving, but y'all gotta leave by 3 because we got plans after. I was like, that's crazy.
That's
like
crazy.
Your own children.
That's how you know your kids. You know.
Right, I was like that. Like just because my sister is about to be in senior year next year doesn't mean you can just stop doing like the fam. Like what the fuck?
I learned that shit when it was New Year's, and I was like, ain't nobody at home. I ain't with my mom, and my sister's doing her own thing, and I'm doing my own thing. It's like, damn. It used to be like a family thing. Like, gotta bring in the New Year's. Like, but why? Like, getting older is like, but why?
Yeah.
Rather be with you on your birthday.
True. But New Year's, I don't think I'm really gonna do shit for New Year's. I never liked the New Year's shit.
You don't have plans.
Well, we can do some shit. We can make some shit shake.
I'm planning on doing I'll talk to you after the pod.
Yeah, because by New Year's I'll be straight. Because definitely, that's another thing with fucking social battery. Been on E for a minute. It's been on E since like Wednesday.
Maybe that's what's been up.
Because like I think
my bitches. What did Patrick say? Oh no, yeah. Help yourself to some gas.
Yes.
It's all E. Help yourself for some gas.
Nah, bro, because
I
I've been
bet
like,
yours is even worse though, because you've been moving and shaking.
yeah, like, because I didn't, because I was talking to Danny, that, like, I really didn't, like, the only day off for real I had, like, really since Thanksgiving was my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just been go time, and also around my coworkers and the players, like, all the fucking time. Even more so when we went to Raleigh. So I'm just like, bro, like, even fucking the last night, we're all hanging out, and like, since it's me and Danny share a hotel room, the players fuck with us. So the players are coming to our room. So that means our coworkers are also coming to our room, because that's where the players are. So everyone's hanging out. We all came back from the bar or whatever. Everyone's hanging out in our room. It hit like 1:30, I think. Then he says, you was eating your food, you got up, you said, fuck this, and went to sleep in your bed in the middle of the bar. There's still 20 niggas in our hotel room. I don't remember that because I was drunk, but also, like, I think my shit was just like, no more.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm a real, like, yeah, no, I'm cool on this type nigga. So, like I said, I'm very happy for some off time, man. And I'm not used to this too, where not having that break over the holidays. So, because I also was like, when I was working at like Starbucks and shit, I was like, I'm working the holiday shift because I'm getting that time and a half type.
Yeah, for sure.
So having this nice break, yeah, like I said, to be by myself, which I really need right now. Also I'm moving, so I just got approved last night. So
fire, I didn't know that. Fire.
So I'm moving that week after.
To the same spot?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So, but yeah.
Wait, you're moving when?
My moving date is the 6th
of January.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say, shit, nigga, come upstairs, nigga. Come upstairs for New Year, nigga.
I'm dead. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. Very happy for that.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, and it's also going to save me a good bit of money. Like, I mean, I'm spending more money than I'm spending.
Good and damn well that was not thunder.
That was definitely thunder. I'm definitely spending more money than I am now, but like, based on what I was going to be spending or what I was planning on spending, it's saving me a good bit of money. So I'm in a good place right now. Like I said, good things are on the horizon, but still have to do better.
Gotta do better. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, my holiday plans are kind of lack, but that's kind of what I want. Like even going to Alabama, like my mom was asking when we want to leave. Respectfully, I was like, shit, we can come back sooner rather than later, bro. Because I kind of just want to lay in bed. Like,
bro.
I've been on my just like, even my YouTube shit. Like, I still do my shorts, and I play to try to get clips and do my little edits and shit like that. But I just been really like mentally exhausted. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying to use this holiday, and I took off a little bit. I'm trying to stack my PTO so like I have more, in the future. But yeah, I just been really not wanting to do anything. I feel like it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need a reset. Yeah. And it's going into the new year, so it's the perfect time, I feel like. Because I like when I say 2023, like
my foot is on the gas all 2023.
It's just a wrap.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm not big into New Year's resolutions and stuff, but I knew over this past summer that I was trying to get myself in a mental space to where it's like almost like threatening myself that I need to do better. I mean, I guess we can probably fucking title the pod that, but I was like threatening myself like, bro, you need to fucking go hard because you don't want to wait. I saw a TikTok. It was like, we have 20 more weeks, whatever it was. It was X amount of weeks or X amount of days until the new year. What are you going to do? And that was it. And I was like, oh shit, let me just start now. Cause I don't want to get to December and trying to think of plans. I want to already be in a routine and have like, things picked up. So when 2023 starts, when niggas are just now starting to get on their shit, it's like, no, I'm already here.
Yeah, like I've been on the gym. I've been eating right. I've been taking care of myself. Like, yeah, no. I mean, that's what I feel like on a similar tip with that because I like had a lunch with my dad and like some other people around our age, and he was just saying like, yeah, like Q4 of the year, you need to plan out your whole fucking next year, and like make sure that you're making the moves now towards the end of the year to set up so that year goes as planned.
Yeah.
So that's just what I've been trying to get on like recently.
Yeah, New Year's resolutions don't start on New Year's. They start
some bullshit.
3 months, 4 months before that. You should already know what the fuck you getting ready to do.
And be making sure that your shit is in place so that when the New Year comes, you shouldn't push it to that, but at the very latest, when the New Year comes, shit's where it needs to be. Right. So you can just start coasting. You need to already be in that stride type beat when the New Year starts.
For sure. But I think we can probably close it out on that note. It's a good podcast. A little long. I had a good conversation though. I know y'all fucked with it because y'all are still here listening.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? But no, we appreciate y'all watching episode 14 S&D podcast. We will see y'all after the new year most likely. So make sure for Christmas you know what I'm saying, drop some subs, drop some likes, just a comment. Just say Merry Christmas.
True.
Say Merry Christmas.
That's an easy comment. Low stakes.
Right.
Merry Christmas.
You can even use the Christmas tree emoji.
True. If you don't celebrate Christmas, you could say a Happy Holidays. Merry Chrysler. Like.
Right. Fuck, I hate Chrysler. Fuck with you.
Yeah, but
appreciate
it means